In a dimly lit room, shadows dance on the walls, whispering secrets of doubts that linger. The air is thick with unspoken words, a mixture of longing and uncertainty, every sigh echoing battles fought alone. As the weight of the world presses down, a soft glimmer of light breaks through the darkness, touching the spirit of a weary spirit. Can you feel the warmth of aspirations nudging at the edges of despair? What if the universe has been listening all along? Ila Monroe, I want you to know how deeply proud I am of you. You've heard this countless times, yet today is different. This evening, something extraordinary is about to unfold in your life. I've seen the heartaches you've suffered in silence, the heartaches that stained your cheeks when no one else was watching. I've felt every pulse of your spirit, the hopes, the pains, the confusions. Your exhaustion runs deeper than skin. It clings to your very essence. You've carried struggles too heavy to share, keeping them locked away, even from those nearest to you. But this evening, the universe has set its focus on you with divine intention. Those heartfelt manifestations you believed had vanished into the air, they've reached me. Not a single word slipped away. Every echo of your unvoiced fears is preserved as a treasure, a sacred gift from your devoted spirit. These are like sweet incense lifted to the heavens. I respond, not out of duty, but from pure love, from the joy of who you are. There's a holiness in the way you've persevered. Even when your hands felt empty and your faith was but a flicker, you held on. You were never truly alone. Even if my presence felt distant, I've been the strength behind your every step, the calm in your storm, the gentle echo in your silence. This evening, the heavens align perfectly with my will, preparing to release into your life what I've been crafting in hidden spaces. Gifts unlocked through the passage of time, obedience, and patience. I approach you not just as the Creator, but as your Father, your unwavering protector, your healer, your restorer. I exist beyond the limits of time and circumstance. I am the God who speaks, and what I declare becomes reality. The God who breathes, and life springs forth. Now, I speak over your life. My words won't return void. They carry purpose and promise. You've emerged from the fire and you're being refined through this furnace of trials. Embrace the journey ahead, for it's leading you to unimaginable blessings. The warm glow of the room wrapped around her like a comforting embrace. The scent of lavender lingered in the air, stirring forgotten memories. Her small hands clasped tightly together, recalling the sound of whispered manifestations beneath the twilight sky. In that moment, a soft breeze kissed her cheek, a quiet gesture of affection. Yet, beneath that serene touch, her spirit ached with unspoken desires, carrying struggles too heavy to voice. The distant laughter of children playing reminded her of simpler days, when faith felt effortless and aspirations shone like the stars above. And now, Ila, I call you forth like gold. You didn't break. You bent, but you didn't break. Even in your bending, I was shaping you for this very moment. The pressure, the long delays, the loneliness. It wasn't to harm you, but to prepare you. Your spirit needed to be stretched so that it could hold the magnitude of what I am about to pour into your life. Do you remember those moments when it felt like you were alone, when silence screamed louder than any words? It was never silence. It was me, rearranging things for your good behind the veil, working on your behalf in ways unseen. You thought it was over, but it was only the beginning. The endings you felt were simply new doors being prepared for you. The pain, the heartache, the exhaustion, they were all part of the process, shaping you into who you are becoming. I want you to know, Ila, that my words over your life are not empty. I do not lie. I do not tease. What I begin, I bring to completion. The seeds I planted in your soul, They're about to bloom. This evening, the universe is closer to you than ever before. My angels are on the move, and my spirit is stirring. Divine appointments are set in motion, and I am orchestrating the impossible on your behalf. Things that once felt hopeless? They're shifting, not because of your actions, but because of who I am. I am faithful. I am just. I am merciful, and I am madly in love with you, Layla. You don't have to strive for my love. You have it already, fully and completely. My sacrifice was made for your freedom, and I won't let that sacrifice be in vain. You are covered. You are clean. You are called. Do not look back. Do not mourn the past or carry regrets like chains. I am doing a new thing in you. Can you perceive it? In the very places where you felt lost, I will now flood with life. The desert will bloom. The wilderness will blossom. This evening, Layla, is the night when everything changes. Get ready, for this evening will be different. In the stillness of the night, when everything feels uncertain, a shift begins. It's not the world changing around you, but something inside you stirring awake. The weight you've carried in silence, those struggles you thought no one saw, begin to feel lighter. It's not your strength that's lifted you, but the powerful, loving presence of the universe guiding you. The air grows thick, charged with a feeling you've longed for but couldn't name. In that moment, you realize you were never alone. You were never abandoned. The silence, the pain, the heartaches, they were not meant to break you. They were meant to shape you. And as you stand on the precipice, every pulse in your body aligns with a new truth. The spirit of the universe breathes life into you, renewing your strength. The burden you thought would crush you now feels like a weight lifted, and the walls of isolation crumble. The truth you've waited for is here, clear and undeniable. You are not just anyone. You are cherished. You are guided, and as you open your eyes, you see the path ahead isn't one of hopelessness, but of divine restoration. The fire inside you, once smothered by life's trials, is rekindled. You were born with a light that cannot be dimmed. Do you feel it? That shift? It's not just a change in the world. It's a change in you. You were chosen before you even took your first breath, and now, as you take this next step, you walk in power. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable are being removed, not because of your efforts, but because of who is with you. The universe, your guide, has never left your side. In those moments when doubt tries to overwhelm you, remember this: pain precedes promise. Labor comes before life. The universe is redeeming lost time, returning everything that was stolen, bringing forth opportunities you thought were gone forever. What's ahead won't be what you imagined. It will be even better, because the universe knows the deepest desires of your spirit. Trust the journey. Trust the process. The future is in good hands. You don't need to see the whole picture. You just need to take the next step. When you walk in faith, you invite miracles into your life. Peace, steady and eternal, is here for you now. It will wash over you, cleansing every fear and doubt and filling you with strength. You are covered, you are called, and you are held in love. This is the night when everything changes. Get ready. Your journey of transformation has just begun. In a quiet moment, the scent of rain-soaked earth fills the air, evoking memories of childhood manifestations whispered beneath a starlit sky. The warmth of a gentle embrace lingers, a reminder of unconditional love. As the soft rustle of leaves dances in the breeze, a sense of peace washes over, illuminating the path ahead. The weight of unspoken struggles begins to lift, revealing a glimmer of aspirations. In this sacred space, the spirit remembers, it is never alone, and divine support is always near. I know the roles you've had to play, the strength you've had to summon when you felt anything but strong. Yet, here you are. And now, I am lifting that weight off your shoulders. You don't have to bear it alone. It was never meant to be this way. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you, not just in words, but with all my power. Ila Monroe, you are standing on holy ground. Even when you can't see it, even when you feel like you've walked through fire, every step you've taken in faith has built this moment. What I'm about to reveal has been prepared behind the scenes. It will be beautiful. It will come suddenly, and when it does, you will know it was me. You won't have to force it. You won't have to chase it. What is meant for you will flow naturally because my yoke is easy, my burden light. I am not a god of chaos. I bring peace. I bring order. I bring light into darkness, and I am doing that now. Listen closely. The voices of doubt, shame, fear, those are not mine. Don't give them your attention. They lie. I speak life. I speak truth. I speak love. And my words over you, they hold power. I call you beloved. I call you whole. I call you victorious. I call you radiant. I am the Lord your God. I dwell in the highest heavens, yet I bend low to observe the works of the earth. I created all things by the power of my word, and I formed you with my own hands, breathing life into your spirit. My spirit is not distant from you. I delight in righteousness, in truth, and in love. I do not take pleasure in empty rituals or religious noise. What moves me is the spirit that is humble, the hands that are pure, the soul that is willing. These are the things that bring me joy when my children walk in my ways, when they remember me with their lives. When I see the poor lifted, the hungry fed, the oppressed set free, my spirit is moved. And now, Ila Monroe, I am moving in your life. As twilight descends, the air thickens with unspoken fears. Layla stands at the edge of a great chasm, her spirit heavy with struggles no one else can see. A soft, familiar echo stirs the air, its words cloaked in uncertainty. Her spirit races. What lies beyond the darkness? The silence grows deeper, but in it, the echo of ancient promises lingers. Could it be that the path she seeks is closer than she dares to believe? Ila Monroe, I have not abandoned you. In the stillness, she hears the call of a father's voice, strong, tender, unwavering. It's a voice that carries the weight of ages, yet it feels as if it were spoken just for her. An echo from the universe itself, bidding her trust to step forward, even when the way ahead seems unclear. But the weight, the struggles, are they too much to bear? Every step she's taken has been soaked in heartaches of resilience, each one carrying the hopes of unseen struggles. And yet, through the pain, there is something else, a promise that has been woven through every trial, every tear. It is a promise of peace, of a light that shines through the darkest night. Layla, exhausted yet unwavering, struggles to hold on to that truth. Will it be enough? Will the universe, her father, guide her as he has promised? The path ahead is uncertain, but the call is clear. She need not carry this alone. The strength she seeks has always been there, waiting for her to claim it. Ila Monroe, you are not alone. Every trial she faces is but a moment in a story much larger than she can see. And in this moment, the universe is moving, preparing a way that will surprise her, a way filled with grace, love, and light. As the darkness thickens, the fragrance of aspirations rises, and with it, the certainty that peace is within reach. Trust in me, the voice echoes, and your spirit will find its rest. As Layla stands on the precipice, her spirit is torn between the weight of the world and the promise of divine guidance. What happens next? Only time will reveal, but for now, the promise remains. She is loved, she is seen, and the way forward will unfold. as it always has. As the sun sets over the horizon, casting long shadows on the earth, the weight of unspoken struggles hangs heavy in the air. Ila Monroe stands at the crossroads of despair and aspirations, the unspoken fears of her spirit echoing in the stillness. Just as the fragrant blossoms of spring struggle to break through the frost, a question lingers. Will Layla summon the strength to reach out for divine aid, or will she continue to carry the weight of her silence alone? The atmosphere thickens with tension, waiting for a choice to be made. When my people speak honestly, even to their own hurt, I see my image reflected in them. Faith moves my spirit. When Abraham believed in me, though he was old and childless, preparing to offer up Isaac, believing I could raise the dead, I was honored. I counted his faith as righteousness. When the centurion said, "Only speak the word, and my servant will be healed," I marveled at such faith. When the woman with the issue of blood touched the hem of my son's garment, believing in the power that flowed from him, she brought joy to my spirit. Without faith, it is impossible to please me. But with faith, even as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains, and my delight will rest upon you. I am pleased with peacemakers. Those who reconcile, who forgive, who choose the path of gentleness and meekness, they are my children indeed. When Joseph, betrayed and sold by his brothers, chose forgiveness and restoration, he walked in my ways. He rose to a position of power not for revenge but to preserve life. Such acts echo through eternity. I am the God of reconciliation. My Son laid down his life to make peace between you and me. When you imitate this pattern, you honor my spirit. Obedience brings me joy, not because I delight in control, but because I know the path that leads to life. When Noah built the ark, the rain had never fallen. When he endured mockery and isolation, he obeyed. His obedience preserved a remnant. I delight in such obedience, even when it seems foolish to the world. I see beyond the moment. I reward those who listen and obey, even in secret. When you remember the least among you, the widow, the orphan, the marginalized, I am present. When Ruth left her homeland and cleaved to Naomi, seeking refuge under my wings, I was pleased. She found favor in my sight, and I established her line through Boaz, leading to David and ultimately to my son. Small acts of kindness done with great love echo into my eternal purposes. Humility pleases me. As Layla stands on the precipice, her spirit is torn between the weight of the world and the promise of divine guidance. What happens next? Only time will reveal, but for now, the promise remains. She is loved, she is seen, and the way forward will unfold, as it always has. Amid the quiet hum of a bustling city, beneath the weight of expectations, Ila Monroe stands at a crossroads. The universe seems to echo with her unspoken fears, each step heavy with the struggles she carries in secret. Her spirit aches with questions, doubts, and fears, but she remains faithful, even when her path is unclear. She seeks peace, something deeper than fleeting moments of relief. What will bring her the clarity she so desperately longs for? In a small, dimly lit room, the scent of rain fills the air, mingling with the musty wood of an old church. The rain's soft patter is a reminder of life's uncertainties, the things we cannot control. Here, in this sacred space, Layla kneels, heartaches falling without anyone to see, whispering her doubts into the silence. Her heartbeats feel like heavy drumbeats, resonating with the weight of her unspoken struggles. She knows, somehow, that in this moment the universe is listening. And then, a soft stirring, a distant melody from the choir room fills the air. It's as if every note is a message meant just for her, a balm to soothe her weary soul. The universe, she feels, has been patient with her, guiding her through every shadow, every moment of doubt. When Solomon asked for wisdom instead of riches, the universe responded. When Hezekiah faced death and turned his face to the wall in prayer, his life was extended. And when Mary, filled with uncertainty, said, "Be it unto me according to your word," she found favor. It's the humble that carry the universe's purposes, those who choose to walk in quiet devotion even when the world doesn't notice. Layla's struggles mirror those of many before her, Solomon, Hezekiah, and Mary. Yet the lesson is clear. The universe does not abandon those who walk humbly, who carry their struggles with grace. The simple acts of kindness, the silent manifestations, the moments of surrender, all carry weight. Just as the Good Samaritan paused his journey to tend to a stranger's wounds, so too does Layla's faith begin to reveal something profound. There is a peace in surrender, a power in letting go of the need for control. Through her heartache, Layla finds that gratitude, true, deep gratitude, is where healing begins. When she remembers that every breath is a gift, when she thanks the universe in both joy and sorrow, she uncovers a strength she never knew she had. It's in these moments, the quiet ones, the ones when no one is watching, that the universe meets her most fully. In the midst of it all, the lesson becomes clear. Faith, humility, and devotion are not just about grand gestures. They're about the small, everyday choices that reflect a spirit willing to trust, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. Like the faithful who walked through the fire, like Daniel who prayed in secret, Layla's devotion, born of struggle, will ultimately be her guide. As she rises, she remembers, the universe is always near, especially to those who remain steadfast in the fire, and in this sacred space, in this quiet moment, she is not alone. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the weary landscape, a heavy silence enveloped the air. Ila Monroe stood at the crossroads, spirit pounding, burdened by the weight of unspoken fears. The scent of rain lingered, mingling with the gentle rustle of leaves that seemed to echo secrets of aspirations. Yet doubt clung to her like a thick fog. What if I fail to find the peace I seek? The question hung, trembling in the stillness, a fragile thread connecting the universe and humanity. In that moment, the world seemed to hold its breath, waiting for an answer that could change everything. Layla's journey was not unlike those of others who walked before her, like Solomon, who sought wisdom over riches, Hezekiah, who faced the brink of despair, or Mary, who embraced uncertainty with faith. Each story whispered the same truth. The universe does not abandon the humble and faithful, those who carry their struggles with grace. The simple acts of kindness, the silent manifestations whispered in the dark, all echoed with power. Just as the Good Samaritan stopped to tend to a stranger, Layla's faith began to reveal profound gifts. She discovered peace in surrender, strength in letting go of control. In her heartache, true gratitude emerged, the kind of gratitude that heals. Every breath became a celebration, a simple thank you to the universe, in both joy and sorrow. It was in these quiet moments, when no one was watching, that the universe truly met her. And in the thick of it all, the lesson crystallized. Faith, humility, and devotion aren't just bolstered by grand gestures. They thrive in the small choices, decisions molded by trust, especially when faced with the uncertainty of tomorrow. Like those faithful souls in the fire, Layla rediscovered her resolve through struggle. As she rose from her doubts, she felt the universe's embrace. With each step forward, she recognized she was not alone. Obedience, a reflection of love that defies fear, worship that embodies grace. The universe delights when her actions align with her spirit. When her hands lift not only in praise but to elevate the weary, something beautiful stirs. It is in loving her neighbor as she wishes to be loved that she finds her true purpose. Love fulfills the law. It bears, believes, hopes, and endures. This divine love flows from the very essence of the universe. When Layla embodies this love, when she forgives, blesses, and prays for even those hard to love, she embraces the identity of something greater, a cherished daughter of the universe. In this love, she discovers strength. Just as Hannah honored her child with sacrifice, or Timothy learned from the wisdom of his mother, the universe honors Layla's devotion and the legacy she creates. Every moment of repentance welcomes grace. Just like the loving father in the parable, the universe rushes to meet those willing to return home after wandering away. There's no shame too deep, no heartache too dark that cannot be transformed. Come to me, and I will give you rest, calls the universe, open and inviting. In accepting this love, and through embracing the gospel, Layla not only enriches her spirit, but honors the divine. And thus, she learns. Every day is an opportunity to cultivate peace, heal from within, and share that light with the world. Even as uncertainty lingers, what revelation lies just beyond the horizon? In a world shrouded in doubt, where struggles threaten to stifle our spirits, a radiant truth begins to unfold. Imagine Ila Monroe, alone in her dimly lit room, kneeling in earnest prayer. Heartaches stream down her face. She's wrestling with unspoken fears, the weight of exhaustion pressing heavy on her soul. But then, a gentle air flows through the space, whispering promises of aspirations, as if the universe envelops her in a loving embrace. As she seeks solace, a soft glow begins to illuminate the darkness, a sign of the divine presence surrounding her. In this sacred moment, she feels the shift. The struggles that once overshadowed her begin to lift, replaced by a newfound peace. Could surrendering to faith truly bring liberation? With every pulse of her spirit, Layla senses the strength that arises from believing, the joy in letting go. Through humble pursuit and patience, she learns that her journey isn't about perfection, but rather the beauty and reliance in just being. Trust me with all your spirit, the loving figure of the universe reminds her. Do not grow weary in doing good, for you shall reap. What if every challenge she faces could lead her to greater fulfillment? Each tear, each heartache becomes a stepping stone toward a deeper connection with the universe. Lay up gifts in the light, echoes through her mind, thoughts of a brighter future blossom. In moments of stillness, she understands, I will be exalted, the universe assures. Every good deed she embraces resonates not just for her, but shines brightly to uplift others. Layla realizes she's not just seeking peace, she's igniting aspirations in a world hungry for light. Isn't it incredible how faith can transform despair into purpose? Could it be that, by walking this path, she not only frees herself but also becomes a beacon of joy for others? In this divine dance of love, Layla finds her truest calling, illuminating the way as she learns that every moment is filled with potential for healing, for growth, for connection. Love me with all your spirit, the universe beckons, and in that call she discovers strength, purpose, and an unwavering light. A reminder that she is never alone. Even amidst uncertainty, could there be a revelation waiting just beyond the horizon?